Once called Carolina's Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, we have an NFC fighting storm between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. To return, here's Paris Campbell. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take. All right, 40 steps. All right, kill.
Prescott opening with a pass. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
Yeah! Here we go. We're going to 54.
Throwing again is Dan. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Keeping it with Mixon. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Yeah, here we go.
Throwing on 1st is Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So 2nd down coming up. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so with these stud tight ends, that's big time.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 19 on that pickup, and that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Every tight end worth of salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make the play just as that tight end did.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Prescott here from the gun. Near the goal line. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready?
Straight to the air here. It's Young. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Ready, set.
2nd and 3 now.
Down. Blue, 32. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Ready up.
They dropped their chance to get off the field. So let's see if this offense can make them pay. 3rd down.
Come on, set. 60 red. Hut, hut.
Young working from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, Billy. Here we go, 46.
Play action, Prescott. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
47.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Has it downfield working the left. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
50 for 1. Yeah! There we go. 1-8. Got it. Hey, 40. There we go. Kill.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Red 38.
The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Brooks. Shoves him off. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Throw right side, cut by Wilson. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Set, ready. Yellow.
And time runs out before they get the snap on. That's the end of 1. Our score, 14-0. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They have it, 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
7-yard line.
Down. Set.
Young on 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 60 red. Slice, 97 set.
Running once more with Brooks. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
White. Come on, set. Ready.
From the gun, a give to Brooks. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Set, cut. 45. Slide through. Cut.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Fitzgerald on for the Panther field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Fitzgerald sends this through. And that gets him back to within 11.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Yeah! Here we go. Pull it in. Here we go, 46. 26.
First down, here's Dak. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
First and 10, Prescott. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
When that ball left his hands, Kate, he envisioned a massive play, and he nearly saw it happen for all the wrong reasons. What a great effort there defensively to track the ball and be in position to nearly pick it.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Prescott. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go. Line in. Here we go. Kill.
Prescott to throw once more. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just a machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Yellow. Set.
Young throwing here. That's complete, David Njoku. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Ready.
On first down, here comes Brooks. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Blue, 32. Hut.
Hand off here for Brooks. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Savon Revel with the pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak now from the gun. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Got for big yards on the right side. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the game at the 33. Give him 25 on that play, and that'll be good for a Dallas first down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. First down now, ball at the 33.
Yeah, here we go. I think. Go right in. Kill. At 47. 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go. Right there.
From the gun is Prescott. Puts some air under it, deep down the left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Pickup there of 39 yards. And that's good for a Dallas first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Prescott on 1st and 10. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Yeah. Here we go.
Dak off the play fake. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up.
Here we go. 26.
Throwing here just before halftime. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get more points to end a lopsided first half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again.
28, Panthers 3. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
35-yard line.
One last play before the break.
Come on, set. 45. Ready?
He's back to throw. He's looking deep once again. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Savon Rebel with the pick. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That goes for 32 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Opposite. Ready. Ready.
On the give, it's Brooks. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Ready.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Ready.
At the Cowboys' 30.
Inside handoff to Brooks. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Let's go. Black Ultra. Black 40. Set.
Throw here, 3rd down. Got his man. This is McMillan. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Prescott here from the gun. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Like that, line in. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, line in.
1st and 10, around to Mixon. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
1st down from the 42.
Yeah, here we go, 47, line in. 26.
Dak to the air here. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off.
Prescott's pass intercepted.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Their own 42-yard line.
60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
Young on the play action. Trying for the deep ball. Big gain downfield. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that's good for a Panthers first. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call it.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Off the play fake, it's Young. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready, ready. Hut.
On 2nd and 10, Young. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go. 33, yellow. Set, go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. But failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Fitzgerald sends this through. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kickoff.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go. All right, hey. Hey, 40. Hey, kill.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
Here we go, 40. All right, hey. Hey, kill. Here we go, going to 54. All right, hey.
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To the air on 3rd and long. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
1st down, here's Dak. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Here we go, 47.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. cut at the 10-yard line. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Well, we have seen the value of a big, physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
Second and goal coming out from the 7.
Yeah, here we go. I take.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. The Cowboys control possession and the scoreboard as they try to finish out this win. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, second and goal.
Yeah! Here we go, Friday!
Now Prescott. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up third and goal.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 46. 26.
To throw, Prescott. Buys time, rolling right. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you can take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback where he could scramble for the first.
And they're really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on fourth and goal.
Yeah, here we go.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a 3-score game in the fourth. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys grow the lead now to 22 points. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Line. Down. Set. Go.
They'll start this drive with Brooks. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Brought down back at the 32.
Second down, another run by Brooks. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be third down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Set. Set.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First down, Dallas.
Yeah! There we go! Flying in! There we go! Kill! 26!
Working inside the red zone. Has some room to work. And it's close, but he's not going to score out of bounds right at the goal line, Brock. It's going to be first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
There we go! Flying in! 26!
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it. The 50. 30. And the Panthers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Young looking to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Ready.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. It's inside the 10. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
A gain of 12 yards.
Jackrabbit.
Offense up to the line fast.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Young to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Servon Rebel with the pick.
You knew it before this drive started, the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
Prescott on first and 10. Has it downfield working the left. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. So the ball on the midfield stripe now after that big play. It's first and 10.
And the Cowboy first down.
Dak now from the gun. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Hey, kill! Hey, 40! Hey, kill! Here we go, 46.
Throwing again is Dak. Escapes the pocket. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive, putting into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Dak throwing again. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All set to go now from the 35.
Yeah, here we go, kill! Here we go, boys.
Now it's Prescott again. Hits it through the middle. And they're going to be set up for the first and goal here from the 7.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone on first. That one connects. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys continue piling onto this lead.
Panthers 13. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready, break. Down. Hut, hut.
Here's Brooks. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Ready?
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Set. Blue 32. Set, hut.
Young throwing here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On the double.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Set, hut. Set.
Third and long. They're going to throw. That's him on a quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
Here we go. Here we go. Black 40. Set.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Trying to push deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a fourth down gamble.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
That was Tyrone McMillan he was looking for. And now they face second down.
Second and 10.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Ready.
To the air, yet again. Young. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing third and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Ready. 50. Green. Ready?
Running the toss here to Brooks. He hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is fourth down.
Come on. Set. Set.
Desperation time here. It's caught by Orson. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
17 yards.
Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there.
Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt, but hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Cowboys manage to recover the football. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here we go, 47. 26.
They're going to pass it here. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's first and goal. In the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. They're going for 2 here. Dak bringing the Cowboys to the line.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they aren't slowing down in the slightest. 2 balls to their lead. Man, what a blowout we've got here. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here.
On the double.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we set.
Young on the play action. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
Yellow, 43.
One final shot here. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down.